We get new flagship phones every single year, but the early leaks around the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, they just feel different. The talk isn't just about a simple upgrade, it's about a potential revolution. So let's really dig into these rumors and see if this thing is actually the game changer everyone's whispering about.
So that's the big question, right? Is Samsung actually getting ready for a revolution here? Do all these leaked specs really add up to what some people are calling a qualitative leap in what a smartphone can even do? We're going to break it all down, piece by piece, and find out.
Okay, first things first, let's talk about the power inside. If you want to understand what this phone is capable of, you have to start with the engine that's going to be driving this whole experience.
Right off the bat, we're looking at a seriously powerful trio. We've got the next-gen Snapdragon 8 Elite 2 chip, and it's supposedly built on a 3-nanometer process. And what that really means is it's not just going to be faster, but way more efficient with its power. You pair that with a brand new Adreno 840 GPU and up to 12 gigs of RAM, and, well, the foundation here is just incredibly strong.
But what does all that tech jargon actually mean for you? When you're using it? It means speed. Just pure, ridiculous speed. This is the kind of power that lets you fire up the most demanding, graphically intense games and not see a single stutter. It means you can edit high-res video right there on your phone. It's really all about just removing the limitations.
Okay, so all that power is really only half the story. If the processor is the engine, then the camera system is rumored to be a complete overhaul. And for anyone out there who uses their phone as their main camera, this is where it gets really, really interesting. The headline number is just staggering, 200 megapixels for the main camera. But look, it's not just about that giant pixel count. The leaks are pointing to a much larger Sony sensor, and that is the absolute key to pulling in more light. That means clearer, sharper photos, especially when the lighting isn't great. And then, Samsung apparently does it again. The rumors are saying there's a second 200 megapixel sensor, but this time it's for the 4x telephoto lens. Having that kind of insane resolution on a zoom camera could completely change the game, letting you crop way in on a photo without losing a ton of detail. It's a massive leap forward.
So let's just lay out the whole system. You've got those two 200 megapixel heavy hitters for your main shots and your zoom. Then a 50 megapixel ultra-wide for those huge expansive scenes and a solid 12 megapixel camera up front for selfies. This isn't just about one standout camera, it's a super versatile and powerful package from top to bottom. So we've got the power, we've got the cameras, but how does the phone actually feel to use? And more importantly, how long is it going to last you through a busy day? That brings us to the display and, of course, the battery. Here's another number that really matters. 93%. That's the rumored screen-to-body ratio. On a massive 7.3-inch display, that means the black borders, the bezels, they practically disappear. You're just getting a completely immersive, all-screen experience whether you're watching movies, playing games, or just scrolling.
Now, this is pretty normal for early leaks. We're seeing a couple of conflicting reports about the battery. One rumor points to a huge 5,300 mAh battery with blazing fast 65-watt charging. Another one suggests a still very large 5,000 mAh battery with 45-watt charging. So here's the key takeaway. While the exact numbers are a little fuzzy right now, both of these scenarios point to a phone with some serious all-day endurance.
And of course, you'd expect the Ultra to have the full suite of modern features to round everything out. And it does. We're talking 5G, a fast in-display fingerprint sensor, IP68 water resistance, and advanced facial recognition. All the essentials for a top-tier flagship these days. All right, this all sounds absolutely fantastic, but I know it leads to the two biggest questions of all. When can I actually get it, and how much is it going to hurt my wallet? Let's get into the final details from the leaks.
So, the timeline looks pretty familiar if you follow Samsung's releases. The leaks are suggesting we could see pre-orders open up as early as December 2025. That would be followed by the big official announcement event in January 2026, and then the phone would hit stores around the world between January and February.
But what is all this technology going to cost? Well, you might want to sit down for this. Unsurprisingly, it's going to command a premium price. The leaks are pointing to a starting price of $1,299 for the base model, and that climbs all the way up to $1,659 for a full terabyte of storage. So yeah, this thing is clearly positioned at the very, very top of the market.
So, we circle all the way back to our original question. With a next-generation processor, a camera system that could genuinely be a game-changer, and a price tag to match, does the Galaxy S26 Ultra have what it takes to be that true qualitative leap? I mean, based on these leaks, it is making a very, very strong case. The real question is, will the final product deliver on this incredible, revolutionary promise?